says the program provides traditional and non-traditional engineering students with access to an affordable engineering program in an area not easily serviced by the existing engineering programs in the area. As a result of the program, graduates are more likely to remain in the area to meet the growing demand for a regional workforce and contribute to the economic stimulus in the region of West Texas. No deficiencies, weaknesses, or concerns were found. And therefore, the civil engineering program, BS in Civil Engineering, is accredited from now until retroactive back to 2018 through September of 2026. 6-year accreditation. A request to ABET by January 21st of 2025, just so you know, Bill, that you're not done. Will be required to initiate a re-accreditation evaluation visit. Preparation for the visit, self-study report must be submitted by July 1st, 2025. But the important statement is this newly accredited program. Please note that this accreditation action extends retroactively to October of 2018. And that is critical because if students do not graduate from an accredited program, they are forever prohibited from sitting for the professional engineering exam. So to those of the Fundamental 5 and those 30-plus graduates before accreditation, I want you to know that you are, as we had promised that you would be, graduated from an accredited civil engineering program. Thank you all, and it's now my pleasure to ask the new president of Angelo State University,
the Engineer's coin. The other group that's incredibly important to thank is this community that, if you know the history of Angelo State, you know that it's this community in this city that created this university, supports it, and continues to support it. And I was adding it up in my mind this morning, and you know, things don't come for nothing. It's taken about $8 million to start this program and the mechanical engineering program. About 4 million of that, a little over 4 million of that, we earned in grants that the university won from the Department of Education, but the rest of that has come from donations. And one of our most important donors here today is the namesake of our department, David Hirschfeld. And David, thank you very much for the support you've given us for underwriting this program. You know as well as I do, it's hard to run a business without money, and we really appreciate the support you've given to us so that we can run this organization. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kitch. It's really a pleasure to be here this morning, and we want to welcome all of you to this very, very important day in the history of the civil engineering program in the David L. Hirschfeld Department of Engineering here at Angelo State University. I wanted to give you a little history of how we got here today, because I think sometimes people think you just decide you're going to have an engineering program and you open the doors and there you go. And it really is the culmination of a lot of people's hard work for a lot of years. Dr. Kitch said 5, it's actually 7, because there were 2 years worth of work went in before he arrived here. So 7 years by a number of people to make this happen. It all started, as Dr. Kitch alluded to, the vision of Dr. Brian May, who looked around and said, why does Angelo State University not have an engineering program when most of the regional universities in this state do have engineering programs? He thought it was very important for the growth of this university to add engineering, and he was correct.
I'm not a doctor, and I will tell you, though, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express a couple of nights ago, so maybe that qualifies to this time frame. To the Hirschfeld family, particularly David and Judith, we recognize you for your outstanding contribution, selfless contribution to Angelo State University, and more importantly, how much it impacts what we do here at the university. What an incredible accomplishment. You've heard the history of where we've come from, how it got started, the leadership and the vision of our past president, and all of the faculty who have brought it to this point right now. And then it's all made possible by the generous gifts that we've received, particularly the one that we want to highlight today, the selfless spirit from David and Judith Hirschfield. Not only have we energized the vision that started back in 2014, I believe, if I've got that time frame right, but you've enabled us to turn the concept into reality. We've already talked about how the Fundamental Five, two of which are here today, stepped across the stage back in December of 2018 to receive their diplomas, and now you hold an accredited engineering degree.